So what's life like in Florida right now with the hurricane and everything? It must be crazy.
All right, dude. So like straight up, like I said, I live in Miami, so we were
Mm.
like it's basically the second place to get hit from that hurricane. Since we live in an RV, my mom and dad, we drove all the way up to like past Orlando, and then we just like hit in between. Like we hit like it was like a 3 day trip up there outrunning the hurricane. But when we got up there though, it was like we were up in a Walmart parking lot, and my dad was like, "All right, tonight we're gonna go right between that ghetto pawn shop right there and that it was like some kind of like a building that manufactures carpets." So we like parked in right in between those buildings, and at night it was like you'd hear like wind, and then like you looked outside, it was like a blur of like rain,
So you
and
just
I
like
saw
hid?
uh like some of the whole entire street that we were on was like it was like an uphill street kind of like on a hill, and that
Mm.
thing was like a waterfall of water just like rushing down that. Like if you were to walk through it, you probably would have got like dragged down with it.
That's why you don't live in Florida. You don't live anywhere on the fucking coast. That's ridiculous. That's suicide. That's suicide. Living on a coast like
I
that.
mean, like it was intense. I mean, I woke up like 5 times that night, but other than that, in the morning, it was like the aftermath of a hurricane, pretty much. It was like a bunch of like street signs were like snapped in half and stuff. There was like
Shit.
uprooted trees and like leaves everywhere and stuff. It
How
was
long did you
insane.
stay there?
Up there, I mean, we were up there for about a day and a half. Basically, it wasn't really sightseeing because it was like a bunch of people, and the town we were in had no power, weirdly. And the only place that had power was a 7-Eleven.
Dude, because
But it was like full of like really ghetto black people. So if you were to go there, and me being white, it was kind of like a
the,
what's
the
up, guys?
the 7-Eleven is that's like a storm shelter. They'll stay open no matter what. It's like I've read about Waffle House. Waffle House will like not close for anything. They will only close like if the store is destroyed.
They still gotta run business, dude.
Yeah.
If the store's destroyed,
If are the stoves still working? You better be flipping pancakes.
you could start fires.
Yeah, World War III is going on outside. North Korea's march up the street. And there's like, how may I take your order? And there's like, get on the ground, get on the ground.
It's like we gotta fucking like, dude. Imagine. See, that's the thing. You could never do a land invasion of the United States because here's what happened. Dude, all the Waffle Houses be like trying to operate, and you come in there, and like I'm assuming it's in their employee handbook. Like if there's a hostile military takeover in town, you fight back so you can run business, and then the Waffle House is gonna take over. I guarantee it. I bet all those waitresses are fucking packing. I think there's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, dude. They have Glocks and Mac 10s underneath their uniforms.
Yeah, they're ready to go
If you're
fully
not dead, you're
automatic.
serving waffles and coffee
Yeah,
24/7.
yeah. If you have a pulse, motherfucker, you signed up for this 70 an hour, no
It's like
benefits.
Scientology. You sign a billion-year
Yeah,
contract.
you just do it. I'm sure that's how it
They're
runs.
they're gonna be more superior than the Red Cross.
Yeah, they're gonna be the next big charity organization for hurricane relief. From what I heard, Texas got it way worse
Oh
than
yeah,
with Harvey. They got it way worse than Florida did with Irma.
that's what
Oh
it
yeah.
looked like.
Whenever the whole entire Houston thing happened, I signed up for the Red Cross, and I was down there for about a month helping people out.
You were down in Houston helping people out.
What all did you do
Yeah.
there?
Like, what kind of shit did you? Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well, I was doing. I signed up for like the disaster rescue people, so I was just there, and when I was expecting like a plane trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they emailed me and like, all right, go to this station we have in Miami. So I went there and it was like it kind of looked like a Greyhound bus station. Like there's about like 5 homeless people outside, and then like a random bunch of old people working. And I was just like, all right, this is cool. I went inside, told them my name and stuff. They gave me my Red Cross ID. They're like, all right, the bus is gonna be here in like 4 hours, so get some sleep because it's gonna be a long ride. I was like, all right. So my whole entire time, I didn't even sleep because there was this weird random homeless person sitting next to me on the bench. I kept eyeing me, so I was like, "This guy's gonna fucking molest me if I sleep." So I just kind of sat there on my phone listening to music, and then when the bus rolled up, let me tell you this: it wasn't even a bus. It was like a diesel front with a giant trailer in the back of it. And I was like looking around, and I looked at the homeless dude, and he goes, "Ah, there's the bus." And he stood up, and I was like, "What? No." The dude gets out, and he asks me for my ID. I hand it to him. He's like, "All right, hop in the back." And he opens his like fucking the
This is the
trailer of it.
shadiest
There's about like
operation
50,
ever.
60 people back there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there were like 50, 60 people in the back of it standing up. And I was just like, this is like, are we smuggling people out of the border? What the fuck is this? So I climb up there and I get in and he closes it. Pitch dark. You don't see shit besides sunlight rays coming in, yo. I was, no, people kept like bumping into me and shit. So I was like, kept walking through all the way to the back. I think I kicked like 12 things. And I ended up, when we got there, I was like sitting on a whole entire pallet of water, which I thought was a couch. But so when I got there, though, it was like D-Day, man. Like, they opened the doors and you were like blind from sun ray exposure, and you're like, oh, okay, well, there goes my retinas. You look outside, it's like nothing but destroyed crap, and you're just like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's a surprise after like a 2-day trip. So you get out, your eyes bloodshot, you're like super starving and stuff. First thing they do is split up in groups, and since I'm young and, I'm stronger than most other old people, they're like, alright, you're gonna be on the rescue team. Here's your boat, here's your life jacket, good luck. Everyone's sitting there like starving, so tired, like, alright, yeah. I hop on this boat with like this bunch of these Texan people who I can't even hardly understand, and then we're out just like basically like redneck whitewater rafting through these streets. Basically, like these guys weren't giving a crap about their job. I mean, part of the time they kept telling me, all right, get out and go walk up to that house and see if someone needs help. In every single house we walked up to in the neighborhood, no one was there, but they kept insisting, like, oh no, just go to the back and knock on their back door. And I was just sitting there like, yeah, this is the whole entire big troll, ain't it?
So how many people did
then
you?
How many
then
people did
once
you
it
see?
Yeah,
was
did you
like,
save anybody?
yeah, like, I mean, we got like one family the whole month I was there. We got one family, and it was like this big fat over black dude, his wife, and like his 12 kids, and they were
12
probably
kids.
all on welfare.
Dude, because they're like,
Yeah,
we're
dude, it
not
was
fucking moving.
nuts.
Yeah, those are the people that are like, okay, evacuate. No, we're
Suck
staying
my
here,
dick,
dude.
evacuate. I sit right the fuck here.
Yeah, dude, like when we came up, they were in like a trailer, like a trailer park. They were on top of their trailer, though that thing was going like a pirate ship. Fucking Jack Sparrow was on that bitch steering it. We were just going our little fucking rubber boat, and then the driver goes, "Hey, what's that black guy doing over there?" But that's not I'm not gonna say the actual of what he said. Let's just say it was a racial slur. But we all look up, and there's this big fat black dude waving his shirt in the air. We're like, "Oh, well, they're signaling." Yeah. And then after your whole entire long day of going through all through early in the morning, like legit like 5 in the morning, all the way to about 9 p.m. when you get back, they give you like this super like soup kitchen edition meal. It's like one slice of like ham or turkey, instant mash with like some 3 droplets of gravy on it, and then like a spork, and then they hand you a bottle of water. It's like half drank and like, all right, here's your dinner. In sleeping quarters, let me tell you about these sleeping quarters, right? You know where I slept the whole entire time there?
What was that?
A tent outside of a school.
Wait, you get your own tent though?
It felt like some zombie apocalypse shit. No, it was like military tents, but like those big long ones. It wasn't like individual tents. It was like these huge old long like headquarters tents we were sleeping in, like in bean bags. It's like a refugee camp, man. And the bad thing was they asked if I brought a bean bag, not a bean bag, a sleeping bag, and I was like, no. And they're, all right, we'll give you one of the used ones. I was like, that's cool. Yeah, so I had this crusty ass jizz stained sleeping bag I was sleeping in. It's like homeless person in Bourbon. That was my whole month up there. It's fantastic that I come back here I get one shower back here.
Wait, what
And
was the
then,
ride? What was
Irma's
the ride
coming. I'm
like
like, oh, that's cool.
coming back?
Oh yeah, that story was awesome. So on the day that I gotta go home, and trust me, I came there with like a clear attitude, like, yeah, I'm gonna change people's lives. No, everyone there was pissed. So when I was leaving, I was like, good riddance. These people, I mean, I feel
Fuck
bad,
all
but they're a
these
bunch of
people.
dicks. Treat us like ass. So with the fucking, so I was sitting there, I was like, all right, what is this one gonna be? Helicopter, hopefully, something, Nope. Another fucking smelly ass diesel comes up. I was like, oh, I know that was gonna come out. But this time though, it said there'd be like about 20, 30 people in there. Nah, like half of Texas crammed in that fucking thing. So there was no sleeping on the water pallet this time. I had to stand like a fucking flamingo, lean against the wall and sleep, and every occasional road bump you fucking fell, busted your nose open or something, stood back up.
That's so crazy.
It was like in a public bus and like some homeless person sneezes all over you. It doesn't apologize and just runs away. And you don't know who it is either. And then whenever I got here and I got out, my mom and dad were waiting for me. I was like, alright, I'm tired. I stink. All I got was a Red Cross t-shirt. I'm probably gonna throw this thing away. It stinks like BO.
Was it even in your size, dude?
I go home, I take a shower. Oh yeah, they got me a large. That was the only thing they could afford for budget. And when I got home and took that nice, hot, refreshing shower, I came home, man. I sat down on the couch. Oh, breaking news! New hurricane coming to Florida. Gonna go right through the middle of it. I was like, oh, that's dope. So my dad's sitting there packing up the whole entire RV. Like, all right, we're gonna go outrun this thing, and then yeah. So I had to take awesome RV showers. Let me tell you something. Our hot water heater in this thing broken. So you're taking ice cold, baby. I'm talking Antarctica edition showers.
The thing about the bus reminds me of when I went to Colombia and I was trying to get back and I didn't have a lot of money left, so I figured, oh, I'll just buy a Greyhound ticket a few days in advance. Surely Greyhound's a reliable transportation service. And I show up at the stop and it's this rinky-dink gas station and every person that comes in there looks like they're about to rob the store. It's mostly just like old white dudes that are clearly packing. They either have a gun like on their hip or in their pocket. Like, oh, I'm gonna die before the Greyhound gets there. And the time comes and it's like 6:36 a.m. whatever it was. Like, okay, that's when the bus is gonna get here. I look out, there's no bus. I wait on for another hour. It's just more like shooting the shit with the guy at the counter, and he's telling me about like, oh yeah, like we got robbed like 2 months ago, and here's where I keep my gun. He shows me this fucking pistol. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die in Columbia, Missouri. And I waited 4 hours, and there was no bus. And I said, fuck this. I had to get an Uber home.
How much was that?
Oh, you don't want to know. Like, wait, twice as much as the ticket.
Wait, did you get
I bet that Uber driver was pissed.
Dude, no, they were so happy. Wait, 3 hour drive for $200? Yeah.
But did you get the money back for the ticket, though?
No, Greyhound says once we print out your ticket, no refunds, bitch.
And our bus won't show
Yeah,
up.
and our bus is not gonna show up. I later found out that the bus did not show up at all that day. It showed up the next day.
They probably didn't have enough people that bought tickets, so they just said, I'm not even gonna show up.
Well, they used to have a route that was directly from Columbia to Springfield, but instead they have one route that goes from St. Louis to Kansas City that passes through Columbia, and then another route from Kansas City to Springfield. So they picked up other people on the way. I guess they were coming from St. Louis, so I would have had to have stayed in Kansas City for like 2 days and then go to Springfield.
That's ridiculous.
And I didn't have any. If you do all the math between the hotel and feeding myself, that would have been more expensive than Uber.
I wanted you to talk about like your YouTube channel and what the content will look like and your plans for the channel.
Alright, so like my YouTube channel pretty much, like I said, it's gonna be like an airsoft channel since I've been like, working on that.
Mm-hmm.
From my past experience of growing up in like the most ghettoest part of Springfield almost. With, me and the neighbor kids and occasionally buying the Walmart spring loaded crappy airsoft pistols and running in each other's backyards and shooting each other. To like now where I was able to afford a pretty high-end airsoft gun and stuff. So it's gonna be, more professional. And since there's like four fields here to play in Miami, I kind of have a variety of where to go. Basically, most of my channels is gonna be like airsoft videos, like the typical airsoft players, just like me just playing random game modes, having fun. And then when I'm not doing that, I'll be doing MRE reviews because there's like 1,000 military surplus stores here, and every single one sells an MRE, and I can just buy multiple different variants of different armed forces MREs on the internet. I'll be doing that a lot, and occasionally there's going to be the funny moments for airsoft because from me being here for about 2 months and playing, I've seen a lot of really hilarious stuff in airsoft, from people shooting themselves in the foot with their own gun by accident because they didn't turn the safety off, or somebody trying to act cool and slide and bash their head against a wooden pillar or something. It's fantastic stuff.
I've seen a lot of videos on the internet of airsoft cheaters. Have you seen any of that?
Oh, oh yeah. Okay. So my first game here was fantastic. So here's me in my surplus city hand down EDRL woodland outfit. You guys remember that? I had
Yeah.
that, and all I had was a balaclava, which was that black one.
Yeah.
And I bought me a pair of really good airsoft goggles and a face mask, like a mesh mask to cover my mouth so I didn't get any teeth shot out.
Right.
And then I had my gun, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be my first game. I gotta make an impression. And I was there, and everyone was like loading up their stuff, and I had to sign a waiver and stuff like every other airsoft field. I was sitting there waiting, and then there's this like medium built, tall Hispanic dude. I didn't even speak any English, and he had like this full on like straight like he was like straight out of Battlefield 4, like fucking full tack gear. He had like grenades, flashbangs. I was sitting there in my little rinky dink outfit. I was like, oh, okay,
About to get
this is kind of
eviscerated.
awkward. And the dude keeps eyeing me like he wants to fight me or something. This guy's like clearly 32. And I was just sitting there loading up my mags. I was like, all right. And then the first game we get in, and this fat dude's like running through the whole entire course, and it's like the first time you play Call of Duty on a new map. You don't know where all the good spots are. So I'd walk through, check every corner, and I see people running through, speed softing, shooting each other nonstop. I'm just like, no one taking this seriously? No? Okay. The first game I got like 2 kills. Then I came out, and I was like, alright, that was nothing bad. Then I see the dude who's eyeballing me in his full tack gear, has this big old thermos of water, chugging it down like it's a freaking bottled water commercial. He's on the phone with somebody, and I'm just like, okay, like, probably talking to his wife or something. And then I shit you not, like 10 minutes later, 3 fucking dudes in the exact same camouflage he's wearing and same kind of uniforms come in. One of them has a shotgun, the other one has a riot shield and a submachine gun, and the third guy has a DMR. I'm like, okay, so they're probably an airsoft clan. Then we play a game with those guys, and of course, when the refs come out to choose teams, they're like, all right, you shitty guy, and they point at me. I want you over there with all the 5-year-olds and all the big group of fucking hardcore clan butt buddies. You guys are together. And so all those guys, they all go in the corner and stuff. I'm sitting here, the oldest one. There's a bunch of like 5-year-olds and then like middle schoolers and like freshmen in high school, and I'm just like, okay. And all these kids are like, oh, I play Call of Duty. I'll be good at this. I run out there and get fucking shredded. And I'm the only person alive on the team against like 5 people. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've played Rainbow Six Siege. I know how this works. So here's my ass army crawling through the whole entire map. Yeah, I know I didn't get a chance. About 5 frag grenades come chucking at my face and blow me up to smithereens. I go back out, I'm completely covered in fucking red little welch from fucking BBs, and then I sit down, completely beat, pissed out of my mind, and then, oh, guess what? 5 more fucking clan members come in and join those guys. They have a whole army over there of like 30, 40-year-old grown men. all, talking about their wives and shit. And then finally, I get some people my age. And so I start talking to them and I'm telling them like, oh, these guys are really good and stuff. So we all get out there, and the first guy I shot was the first guy I saw. I shot him 5 times in the leg, and he just tucks his leg around the wall. I'm like, no, I shot you. Whenever I'm sitting there yelling at him, my gun to my side, he just peeks around, shoots me, and just runs away. I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna play this game. Yeah, I got this. So I go back to the spawn like the fair player I am. Come back out, and guess who's right there, right next to my spawn? Yep, you guessed it, Fat Boy McGee sitting there with his little fucking 22 pistol, fucking shooting us like we're nothing. Fuck, so I go back to spawn, and right there behind the tarp, there he is basically sticking his gun against the tarp, just looking at us. I'm like, okay, I'll go out the other end. Oh, guess what's at the other end? The guy at the right shoulder, submachine gun. So guess where we're going? Nowhere. And the refs, they were all fucking jacking each other off in the back of the field, so here's these guys just sitting there laughing at us like, oh, come out, pussy, we're gonna shoot you so much. And he's like, oh, yeah, this is fun. So there's the occasional kid who tried to run past him and just get fucking clotheslined and shot 12 times and then come back in crying. So I just sat there until the timer ran out. The whole game that day was those guys being complete fucking garbo and cheating their asses off, to the point where me and like a whole entire of my team told the refs on them, and those guys got in trouble. But I didn't get to hear it because I had to leave, and it was like 9, and those guys were still there. There was that time, and then there was the other times where you run into like these fucking dads who bring their like newborn sons along who are like 5 and 6, and they've only played Call of Duty twice, and so they're sitting there like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. And then you shoot them, and they're staring at you like, ow. And they just keep shooting you, and you're like, do you actually expect us to die in this fucking sport? Because it's not how it's played. And the dad's sitting there, oh, hey, don't yell at my son. It's like, no, explain the fucking rules to your son if you're gonna play this goddamn game. Because here I am fucking shooting him, and the kid's crying, then he shoots me like 100 fucking times, and I'm getting yelled at, yeah? So, there's always those fun parts, and then there's like the fucking mega fucking tryhards, and these are the guys who have like the fucking $1,000 airsoft guns who come in, and they're wearing like a fucking Adidas hoodie and like Jordans and fucking like some fucking OG sunglasses, and they come in there, they don't even, like, not even tack geared up, and then they go in there expecting to whoop ass, and they completely suck. Like, but then you get the people who are like that, and they're really good, but they still kind of suck. Like, you know the type in Call of Duty or whatever. There's always that one guy who has the most expensive stuff, but he kind of sucks. So, you're always going to get this guy, and this is the guy I hate. So, you're going to get the guy with the riot shield, right? And usually the guy with the riot shield, he's like 5 feet tall, so the shield's the same size as he is, and he has a fucking pistol or a submachine gun. And this guy is a dick, because, you're going to be sitting there like me, you got a good 5 kill streak going on, you turn the corner, and guess who it is? A big fucking plastic shield who's shooting you right in the fucking dick, and you can't hit him, because it's a big square. Alright, so where was I at last?
You were talking about like the dude with the riot shield. He's like 5 feet tall.
Oh yeah, the fucking yeah. Okay, so the dude with the riot shield, it's like the thing about airsoft is with the two things that us airsoft players hate. At least it's for me mostly. I hate juggernauts and I hate the riot shields, because the riot shields, there is no limit. As in, those things will take 1,000 fucking airsoft pellets and you can still be alive with it. It's like Modern Warfare 2. Shoot an RPG at the motherfucker, it's still alive. So basically in airsoft, there is no hit limit on a riot shield. You can keep shooting it, the guy doesn't care. He's just gonna sit there and take it until you reload, then you're fucked. Then the juggernauts, they have a bell on their chest. You need to shoot that fucking bell in order for them to help you. So it's like you're basically fucked either way. And if the Juggernaut has a riot shield, there's just no point of playing. You just kill yourself. Just chuck a grenade at the ground and kill you and your friends, because there's no point.
Kill you and your friends. It's a good start.
Yeah. And this is like the best type of stereotype that I've seen in airsoft. The parkour players. I'm talking the guys who played Mirror's Edge once to fucking thank their faith, dude. Like these guys are like in like track shoes,
They
fucking
watch American
tracksuit
Ninja
and stuff,
Warrior.
and they have like a pistol.
They've watched every episode.
Yeah, they're fucking running through the whole entire course. Fucking, they're like knee sliding shit, shooting around corners and stuff, trying to act so cool. When they get shot though, they're cussing you and stuff like, "Oh, you shot me in the hand." It's like, yeah, that happens,
It's a game.
I hate those people because they always show up. Every time I get there and I'm setting up my gear and stuff, I'm always saying to myself, please don't let there be a fucking speed runner today. Oh, then right when I say it, here comes fucking one of those crunchiest looking dudes who walks in like, dude, you ready to get your airsoft on? It's like, no one says that. Stop. I'll pay for you to leave. I'll pay your $20 admission to leave. Let's go.
Has there been anyone that has
Yeah,
actually
those
been
guys
good
are.
at parkouring though? That wasn't like over the top, exaggerated, but like someone who's actually good.
No, no. Every person I've met who's been like that sucks. Cause no one ever thinks like I do. 'Cause, I've played so many video games where, like in Rainbow Six, I'll just go lay down in a corner and that guy will come running by me. I'll just shoot him in the back, and he's like, "Oh, where were you?" I was laying down in the corner where you didn't see me. Now I can say I've been killed by those guys because when they run at you with a grenade, there's something you can really do. But normally I've killed many of them, and mostly those people.
I feel like if I were to ever play airsoft, that would be my strategy. Just to run at people and throw grenades. And just try to like physically hit them with grenades like softballs. Just, like it's dodgeball. That would be my plan.
Yeah.
Uh, what's what are all the ways in airsoft that you can eliminate a player or make him have to go back to spawn? What all do you have to do?
Well, there's like many ways you can do it. So like it's kind of like Battlefield in a way, or like Rainbow Six if you want to get technical. Like it's airsoft, so it's like mostly kind of realistic, like a real life military thing, but also kind of not. So like you can't shoot through walls and stuff, and
Mhm.
ricochets don't count because in real life a ricochet could count, but in airsoft it doesn't oddly. But the main ways is like you just shoot somebody once and then they're dead, unless it's like something specific, like a game mode or something. Then there's like the bang bang rule. So if like you're within minimum gauge of like 2 or 3 feet from the person, it's all about respect really. So you can say bang bang. That's basically you're not shooting them, but you have to have like a full visual image of the person and a full clear shot in order to do that. So when you say bang bang, basically it's like you don't shoot them, you say it, and then they understand. They go back to spawn, and that's a kill for you. But
Mhm.
then there's always the person who doesn't know that rule, and they shoot you like 2 feet, and you get a BB stuck in your arm for a little bit. Those guys are great. With grenades, there's a minimum of a 5 foot distance from a grenade explosion, 5 or 10 feet. It depends what kind of type of grenade it is, but that's just like if a BB hits you from the grenade, it's a kill and you're out. But there's also certain grenades that just like explode with no BBs, and you have to like figure out if you're gonna hit by it or not. You do. Uh, then you can have like rubber knives and stuff, which are like these super fake knives. But it's like that's like Battlefield and stuff. It's like one knife and you're dead pretty much. You can't really make melee with guns or anything like in the old like Call of Duty games. I've
Dude,
never
I
seen anyone
would.
do that
I
at
would
least,
just
but I
walk
don't
up to
think you can
dudes
do
and
that.
just smash them. I just smack them with my gun. I just take the butt of the gun, just hit him in the face. You're out.
Black some teeth out and stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure sit there crying a pool of blood. Like, all right, go back to spawn, you pleb.
Yeah. That seems like the way to play. Don't even bring
I
actual
mean,
airsoft pellets. Just walk around and hit people with your gun.
other than that stuff, it basically that's like the only ways that you can kill people, like, as it counts as a kill for spawn. Yeah, I mean, no one really brings like gas grenades. It's kind of like illegal for one, but I'd imagine if you did, that'd be a kill. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring mustard gas to the airsoft field. That's my strategy. I think
Oh
that would
yeah,
work.
kill everybody,
Yeah.
literally.
You win, dude.
Yeah. If everyone's dead, I think you win.
What do you think would be like the craziest encounter that you've had so far since you've been to Florida, or like the craziest story that you've been?
In it, in Florida so far. All right, so this is actually a really good story. So like here at this RV park we're living at, there's like a really nice park next to it that I do my runs on and stuff, my exercise, and there was this time that I was running through there, and actually what I run in is a pair of like basketball shorts, a pair of running shoes, and then that's it. So I'm sitting there running, and I run across this dude on a bicycle. And it's like this kind of like pedo looking dude. Like he's like balding on top, has like these really weird 80s sunglasses on, and, and he has like a big thick mustache, like a shaggy lime green T-shirt, a pair of like really hiked up like white and navy blue like shorts, then like knee-high white socks, and then the Nike Child Molester editions. He rides by me. I didn't think nothing of it because naturally, when you're out there exercising, you don't care. So I'm sitting there on the 5 mile runner, running up to that 5 mile, about to hit my second mile, and this motherfucker comes right up behind me and passes me again. I'm like, no, you were going the other way. Maybe he stopped and just, was going the other way again. So, I was like, all right. So I ran up to my third mile. I sat there and I was starting, going a bit faster. 'Cause that's kind of how it works. And then this fucking dude passes me again. And I'm thinking to myself, like, there's no fucking way he's going faster than I am on that bike. This guy's about like 200, 300 pounds. There's no way. So I reached the fourth mile, and this motherfucker passes me again. So this time I'm thinking to myself, all right, there's looking something up. I think I'm going to get robbed or something. So my ass, I decided to tread through the park where there's nothing but fucking foliage. So I'm sitting there, like, jogging through this foliage because I'm about to get fucking raped on a fucking park bench. So here I am running through it, and then I stop, and I'm like, fuck, I left my water bottle back there. Turn around, and there's the motherfucker, like, he doesn't see me, but he's, like, peering over my water bottle. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, you can have it. So I go run through the foliage, fucking running over, like, miniature palm trees and shit, almost busting ass half the time. I get all the way to the park where the giant lake is, and a bunch of swing sets and stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a breather here. So I'm sitting there in this little bitty like box at this bench, sitting there chilling, and then I hear a fucking bike roll up behind me and fucking the brakes squeak, and I like stiffen up. I'm like, oh, it's this fucking dude. So this is my first instinct. I stand up, and I clench my fist. I go, the fuck you want, dude? And then I hear like the footsteps behind me stop, and I'm like, you've passed me fucking like 4 or 5 times on this goddamn trail. What the fuck do you want? I turn around. It's this chick who's about my age, and she's like completely pale in the face. I was like, no. She fucking gets the most dirtiest look, gets on her bike, and rides away. I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
And right as she leaves, here comes the fucking pedo molester coming rolling up right past me again. I'm just like, all right, fuck this dude. Then I just walked my ass home. Fucking got cock blocked by this dude, basically. So, yeah, it was fucking shittiest story so far here.
Just imagine she's like, and I was gonna suck your dick. She's like, oh no.
Yeah, if I ever see that dude again, I'm throwing a fucking pine nut at him.
Dude, that's too much. I wonder what.
Pine nuts are huge too, so it's gonna knock him out.
I wonder what that girl would think if she ever saw you again. So, oh, this crazy
This
dude.
fucking weirdo. She's talking with her girlfriend.
This fucking woman beater.
This lunatic just yells at strangers in parks.
So that's your crazy story from Florida, but like, what about when you were in Missouri?
Oh, yo, you were there that time we were walking back from the gas station.
Oh, yeah.
We got hit by a football. And
Dude,
then Mr. Ballsy McGee over here, fucking, you got a problem? This laugh keep driving, go up the street laughing. Here me and you are right at the stop sign getting ready to cross the street.
yep.
And then because he drives by us, same fucking dude, and Austin walks up there and goes, "Hey, fuck you!" Yells it as loud as possible. Then you just hear, and then here's Austin with our 2 Red Bulls and our Snickers and a bag, and then all he said, all I do, I go, "Yeah, I'm not getting killed," and I just fucking book it past him. And there's Austin with a football in one hand and a bag full of goodies in the other, sitting there yelling at me, "Slow down!" I'm going, "Hell
Yeah,
no,
dude.
dude!"
You weren't carrying.
And then I
You weren't carrying anything, dude. I was carrying it all.
yeah, I turn around, and I see red taillights, fucking full reverse too. Like these guys were not
They
fucking
were like
around.
halfway up the
So
street, and he just
I
reverses
sit
all the
there.
way back.
Yeah, I sit there, I fucking stop, wait for Austin, I grab the football, I fucking we run up to his house. It's like a horror movie. We're sitting there fumbling with the keys.
I
We
think I even
finally
dropped him.
get
I'm
it
pretty sure
in,
I dropped
and
him.
then he goes in. Yeah.
But here's
And
the
then
thing.
Austin goes in first. Well, not,
I told Corbin to get the keys when we
yeah,
went
dude.
in. I told him grab the keys out of the door, and he didn't.
Yeah. Well, I said, and they were literally right there up front. I said, "Fuck the keys," and I like slammed the door shut.
And
Fucking,
then he locked
we
it,
turned
and
all the
then
lights off in the house.
I think
And then we run to the, we
yeah,
go
we
into
ran to
his
my
room.
window. We went to my bedroom window because my window was towards the front of it was in the front of the house where you could see the front yard and across the street. So, uh, they just pull up
Yeah,
on our
we fucking,
street.
we peek. Yeah, it pulls up right in front of his house, and I was like, "Oh fuck, they know we're here." We're
Keys
sitting
still
there
on the
peeking out the
door.
curtains, like the fucking, yeah. We're sitting there peeking out of the blinds, like from Dario Olympic when they run away from the fucking dudes in the truck. We're sitting there pissing in our pants, like, "Oh, we're so fucking dead, dude." Jump out and dash across the street to the house across from him. And the dude across the street was like this weird Native American dude who always like was shirtless and kind of weird. And they run up through his front door.
Yeah, they go straight into the
And
dude's house.
first thing I'm thinking is, what the fuck? They didn't knock. And then here they come running out, and that dude's coming out with a fucking knife in his hands. Fucking, they all get into their car. And they fucking haul ass down the road. And then me and Austin never saw him again. Ever.
We still have the
Thank the
football. I have the
fucking
football in my
Lord.
closet.
It was like it was like four fucking college dudes the size of fucking Dwayne the Rock Johnson fucking chasing us too for some unknown reason.
Then don't forget the Tom Brady who just threw the Kickstarter can at my head out of nowhere. Dude, they were going like 60
Oh yeah,
down a
that story's
30.
great too. Yeah, same gas station. And this
Right.
fucking, we're sitting there, we were getting some fucking Red Bulls. I think I got Reese's, and I think you got a bag of chips or something.
Yeah.
Here we are, and right when we were leaving, that fucking big old black fucking Chevy 4x4 pulls up. And, we didn't think nothing of it. We're sitting there walking. It's about 8 p.m. at night. Pretty dark outside. We're walking. We get about 15 feet up the road, and then all you hear is the fucking that thing peel out, and they drive by, and then I just hear, whoop, bah! And then I sit there and duck, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that was close. And I hear Austin go, oh, what the fuck? Right when I look at him, I see something in the field right next to Austin. I see something go boop in the ground. I was like, the fuck was that? I run over there. It's like one of those tall boy of like monster cans, but it was like full of like Mountain Dew Kickstart almost. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then Austin's over there holding his head, and he had the sack of goodies again. So I go over there, and I'm sitting there turning my phone flashlight on, checking his head to make sure there's no brain damage or anything. He's perfectly fine. And the whole time us walking up there, Austin has the can, and he goes, I still motherfuckers, I'm chugging this as a windshield.
Dude, why was I always the one that got hit?
It was
everything.
Yeah, you got hit by the football too, and they spiked you in the back of that fucking thing.
Here's what I don't
that
understand.
road was like bad luck for us.
What I don't understand is how you were closest to the road, closest to them. I was technically out of view from them, so he curved it around your head and hit me. I don't understand how that worked.
I don't know, because I know I had a late reaction to it too. Because once I heard it smack against your head, I ducked down. Oh shit! And then, not to mention, there was the time that we were walking on the exact same road in broad daylight, and we were coming back from playing baseball, and this shitty fucking Toyota-looking piece of shit white car with the back windshield smashed out of it, all duct taped up. Like, these guys drive up and call us a bunch of pussies on the exact same road,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
did nothing. So here comes Big Balls Austin, fucking flipping them off and shit, and they stop, and they're like right next to us, slowly like following us, like not saying anything. They're just staring at us in their car, like about 2 feet away from us, is following us. And I'm sitting there with 2 baseball bats right in hand, like, do something. I'm gonna bust your fucking front windshield out. They follow us all the way up to Austin's house. We go inside, and we was open his window and stare at him, and eventually they drive off.
I think one of the greatest weekends. I don't know if it was a weekend or like during the summer, but I would think it was during the summer. I got a bunch of money for my birthday, and we spent it all. You stayed the night for like I don't know, like almost 2 weeks probably, and every night we went to Little Caesars and got the same thing. I wasted all my money on Little Caesars.
Yeah.
The Little Caesars.
Dude,
Which
I
one
remember the
worked?
time we were at
Yeah.
Little Caesars in that fucking I remember we were at Little Caesars and that fat black dude tried stealing our order.
Oh yeah, dude. We used to always go. When they'd ask for our name, we'd always say something ridiculous every time. It was retarded.
What
But
kind of stuff would you guys say?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, we had the whole mob when we had
Yeah,
the whole mafia idea going on. You went up there with the most fucking terrible, tacky Italian accent, and she goes, "What's your name?" You go, "Joey Legato." She goes, "Oh, all right." And she writes down J, fucking J, dude. And we're sitting there. She calls J. We'd also look at each other. We're like, "Huh?" She goes, Jay. And she looks at Austin. I was like, Joey?
That's so stupid.
And then, speaking of
that.
that road we were talking about, I remember on that exact same road, we were walking up to Come and Go for some god-known reason. Probably to get snacks again. And I remember I was playing Childish Gambino, fucking Telegraph Ave, Oakland. And we were starting to sing to it, and I fucking dropped my phone. Like, the first lyric of the song, I drop it, and it fucking breaks in half almost, like, because of the concrete. I was like, fuck!
Dude, that was so funny. I was about to get into that song, too, and then your phone just drops.
Right. And I remember that same road, too, when we were wearing
Yeah, it was Wes.
I remember the exact same road, too, when we were wearing the Vietnam-era uniforms, the shirts we bought.
Oh, yeah.
From Surplus City. I remember we were wearing those.
Neil
with
and
our white t-shirts underneath and our dog tag sticking out.
Yeah.
Neil and Childs, man.
Yeah, Neil and Childs.
We were walking down there getting ready to go to Dairy Queen. And we were going, this fucking MILF and ice cream van drives by us, just staring at us, fucking eyeball fucking dude. I don't know what it was about that road, but we had like terrible times, like one good time.
You know what I remember though?
Good time.
But I remember one time, okay, we were walking down that alley on that street on West, the alley that goes to Dairy Queen, and we're just walking, and then out of nowhere,
I think I know what you're gonna say.
This black dude comes around the corner with his big ass white pit bull, and he's like, "Hey man, you got an Xbox One?" And I should have said no, and even when I said yes, Corbin looked at me. Corbin looked at me with like this death stare. He's like, you messed up now. And so I was like, yeah, I have an Xbox One. He's like, oh man, I'm selling these games. I got a Forza 3 or something, and some other game. But the thing is, he didn't even have the games with him. He just had pictures on his phone. He showed me the pictures. He's like, yeah man, I got them at my house. You can come with me. And I was just like, I don't have any money, dude. So right after that, though, he walks down, and we go right into the Dairy Queen and get a full meal, like chicken tendies or something. I don't even remember.
Did you have to walk back past him?
No,
yeah,
but
we were sitting there we were eating. We were like right next to the window, and Austin had his back turned to the window, and I was sitting there chowing down my big old burger. And I said, oh shit, it's the same dude. And we fucking sink down in our seats basically to the floor. And we watched as he walked all the way up the road and turned. And the weird thing was, when he walked away, he didn't have his pit bull anymore.
When he
had
came
like
back
no
around,
dog.
He didn't have any dog. I was like, what happened?
Dude, it wasn't even his dog. It was just like his dog that was walking around, and he was like, Yeah, I'll just pretend to have a dog for a second. It's my dream.
No, dude, he sold his dog for a new Xbox One.
He's like, fuck, I can't sell these games. I better get to playing them.
But I'm gonna go take it back to my house and take a picture of it real quick and try to sell it.
Right. Like, the thing about it, though, when he asked us, I had my wallet in my back pocket, and I, like, remember exactly. I, like, grabbed my ass cheek, and the dude kind of looked at me weirdly, like, okay? And this dude looked like fucking. He's getting it's like Franklin from GTA 5,
Yeah, he
like
did.
fucking all tattooed up with a flat bill, black tank top, like fucking like charcoal gray shorts and fucking J's. I was just like, okay, dude, someone's been playing too much GTA 5 all their time. The time your bitch neighbor called the cops on us, that was fantastic.
When we were running from cars, that was just stupid.
Yeah, that was retarded. I remember we were sitting there, and then I said, yo, why is there someone with a flashlight in the back of your neighbor's house? It was a fucking spotlight on a cop car. I said, oh shit, I should call the cops. Fucking darted through the back door inside.
No, you guys left me because I was ducked down behind a tree. And I was like, no, dude, they'll see me.
That's
You
right.
guys ran inside.
Yeah, Kenny says, let's go inside. I was like, alright, sounds good. We walk through your back door and lock it. Walk to your room, we just started playing Xbox, and we're like,
wait,
"Where's Austin?
forget
Like,
something?
is he behind you?" He's like, no. I'm like,
Yeah, I was outside. I was like prone behind a tree for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, then we go out, me and Kenny get up, go to the back door, we open it, we're like, Austin. And then we see Austin like roll out from behind a tree, like, what? We're like, where are you? He's like, I'm over here. We're just like, I thought we told you to come inside with us. You're like, no, dude, the cops are looking. And then the spotlight scans to the backyard. Austin goes, oh shit, and he fucking hides his face. He looks up, but he fucking like half-ass army crawls up to us, and like halfway he stands up and runs inside.
Oh, dude, I just remembered. You know what? Probably the
That was fucking
scariest thing
ridiculous.
was though that happened while you were staying over. You and Kenny.
What?
Dude, that cat. Was it you and Kenny or just you? That cat
What?
in the cemetery.
Oh, yeah, that was me, you, Kenny, and Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Dude, that was crazy. I still don't even know what happened there.
Dude, mange cat.
Thanks, cat popped.
None of us do. We showed your mom, and she was like confused. She's like, "How the fuck?" It's like, we don't know.
No, what Mom had to say
That
about it is,
shit's
why are you guys
fucking
cursing so
terrifying.
much?
Dude, ad friendly revenue? Fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
That was pretty weird. I mean, to explain the story from the beginning, we went out into the cemetery with your camera,
Yeah, I just got a video
and
camera.
we were just stalking around a little bit. And we went up to this above ground tomb, and on the outside of it were these steps, and we're just kind of like filming the ground and talking about the cemetery and how creepy it is at night. And then cockroaches just start coming out of nowhere, just filled
Dude,
with
mad
huge cockroaches,
giant, like tons of them.
and then this cat just seems to blink into existence on the steps, and that's when we got the fuck out of there.
And we came back. Was it still there when we
Yeah,
came back?
and
I
no.
think that's when
Remember we
filmed it.
came back and we heard no meowing. We heard nothing.
I thought we filmed it the second time.
No, we filmed it the first time.
No, the first time.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I think we left and we came
Because
back.
I remember,
And it wasn't there.
yeah, because in the exact footage, me and Austin were on top of the steps up to the burial tomb, and Austin had his foot on it, and we heard a meow, and then right when Austin picked his foot up off the ground, there was the cat.
Yeah.
Right when we put his camera at his foot, it's just right there underneath his foot, pretty much. But he wasn't stepping on it. It was like just appeared from under his foot.
What happened to that video?
Oh, I think it's on my older computer with all the other videos on it. I remember
If you get that footage, dude, you need to like upload it to this.
Yeah, I probably like link it or something. But I remember like the first time I came to your house, or it was like the first time I stayed the night at your house. As soon as I woke up, I had a bloody nose. Like it was right when I woke up.
Oh, at Walnut?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit. It was me, you, and Julian, right?
Yeah, was it Julian? Yeah, it was. But he left. Remember?
Yeah, he left like halfway through the night. Oddly, we had like we had like two 12-packs of Mountain Dew back when we were like freshmen in high school. And we thought we were the shit.
Dude, I remember Julian.
Oh yeah, you got a story about Julian, don't you, Brett?
Dude, I told him not to throw that. Well, what even
It was
was it he threw?
it was Corbin's Luigi doll.
I said, don't throw that doll at me, dude. I'm trying to chill out, be myself again.
We
You guys being annoying fucking kids
Cor-
coming there bothering me.
Corbin and I even said, just don't go, don't go in there, just don't do it. He did it anyway. I'm gonna do it, dude.
And Julian was that kid who was like, yeah, Julian was like that kid who was going, do it. I'm like, don't do it. He's like, do it.
Yeah.
He's standing up and shit, putting on Mickey Mouse gloves. We're like, don't do it. Fucking Julian goes in there. We just hear him open Brett's door and go, "Hey, motherfucker!" And chucks the Luigi doll. And Brett comes in. he's like, "Don't fucking throw things at me." He chucks the Luigi doll at Julian. He's just laughing. Me and Austin are sitting there like, "You're fucking stupid." Then Brett goes back to his room, puts his headphones on. He's sitting there watching YouTube. And Julian goes, "Dare me to slap him with these Mickey Mouse gloves on?" We're like, "No." And he goes, "Yeah." And he fucking stands up, goes in there. Brett just goes, "Get the fuck out of my room." And then Julian just goes, "Ha!" And fucking gives me a soft little. And he fucking comes running into Austin's room. And he goes, like Brett's like right on top of him. I mean, flies on shit, dude. You were on him.
And then he's yelling, get it. What did he say? Like, get this fat fuck off me, dude. Help me get this fat fuck off me. And then we're like, nah, dude.
And we're both sitting there standing against your wall, and Brett's just pounding Julian in the fucking face. Throws Julian's glasses against the wall, just fucking pounding on him. Dude.
And I was definitely bigger at that time, but it wasn't like I was bigger than Julian. Julian's fat ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half his size.
Austin was over there. Austin was over there next to me with like a plate of corn dog sticks, just picking at him, and laughing. And I'm over there, red faced, gut busted, laughing so hard because Brett's beating the shit out of Julian, and I'm like helping him because I'm like, "You're a fucking idiot. Why the fuck would you do that?"
And then I think the funniest part of the story is right when Brett leaves, he goes back to his room. Julian gets up, looks at us in the eyes, and he's like, "Do I have any bruises on my face?"
And Austin's bitch ass goes, "No." I was like, "Yeah."
No, because I was like, "No, they wouldn't have shown up
yet.
yet."
The meme go on.
No, and then afterwards,
he was so stupid he didn't know.
He's like, "Oh, can we go for a walk?" So then we go to Dairy Queen. It's like dark outside, and then you buy us Dairy Queen, and then he's like, "I'm gonna go home."
Yeah, I bought us all a Blizzard. I was like, "All right, let's go back to Austin's and play some Halo Reach." Julian goes, "No, I'm just gonna go home." We're like, "Okay."
Didn't even say thanks for the ice cream.
We get home. Yeah, we get home, and his fucking he threw like all of his fucking Red Bull cans underneath Austin's bed.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking hiding them from us and shit.
I had like 3 Monster cans.
We're sitting there cleaning out his bed. Yeah, we're sitting there cleaning out your room because it's got all messy. And we're like, "The fuck are these?" It's like a bunch of candy wrappers and fucking Red Bulls underneath his bed. We're like, "Okay, where the fuck were these for us?"
Then I remember I traded The Last of Us for Skyrim, and I don't even know if I ever got it back.
The last, dude, I don't know. I remember when you and him were playing Mortal Kombat and he kept blocking everything for you, and like it was like crouch blocking.
Yeah.
You were getting pissed because he wouldn't do anything.
Dude, that was just annoying.
Dude, how is it not annoying? Any fighting game where someone keeps blocking constantly is annoying. I remember the time your crunch fuck neighbors came over and fucking challenged us to basketball.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking annoying. That was like the first week I actually knew Kenny, too. We were playing basketball.
Yeah.
And then Tristan is your neighbor, and he comes over with his 2 crunch fuck friends. It's like, "Dude, we'll play you guys right now." Like, we played middle school ball, and that was it. And we only played for 3 years, so we know we're good. And we're all sitting there like, "Okay, yeah, you were middle school MVPs. That's real impressive there, bud." They're fucking sitting there traveling the whole entire time, like 5 fucking steps up the middle of the road that was like at least 12 feet long, fucking trying to dunk on like a 12-foot goal.
Yeah, it was like stupid high.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there trying to fucking dunk on it.
Dude, all they did was travel.
Grown adults against 3 freshmen in high school. Yeah. Where they were completely dirty to elbowing in the fucking face and stuff on purpose. Oh, my bad. It's like, oh, yeah, sure.
What do you remember from freshman year that was like the most insane thing from freshman year?
Oh, man. Freshman year had a lot of good memories. Like,
I think the ACT
I think the
practice
best
test part was probably my favorite, but what's yours?
And
Yeah.
mine was the our God, what was it? In Miss Vale's room when we were taking that test.
Yeah, that's what I was talking. That's what
It
I'm
was
talking
like, yeah, it was almost like almost Christmas time, I think, when we did it.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit, that shit was fucking hilarious.
What
Yeah,
happened?
just like, does Brett know that story?
No, he doesn't.
Oh man, all right. So Miss Vale, like she already hated me and Austin for the most odd reason because we weren't even the troublemakers. We were always
We were
quiet.
the only kids passing the class.
So here was me and Austin. Yeah, here's me and Austin sitting diagonal from each other in class, and then we were both sitting there completely like the first two done with the test, and we was like, oh yeah, we aced that. That was nothing. And then we couldn't do anything. We couldn't draw or read a book because that'd be considered cheating apparently. So we were just sitting there completely fucking bored out of our minds. And I look over at Austin, and Austin looks at me, and I start doing the blowjob animation with like your tongue and shit. I was sitting there doing that too, and Austin's like, it's like gets red faced a little bit, starts laughing, and looks away. And then I go, "Hey, Austin," and Austin looks at me, and I do it again, and he looks away, and this time he was like cracking up a little bit. I was like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, I gotta get the finisher in
Now
this.
you add
So
sound
I
effects for
put
the
both of
last
my
one.
fists on top of it. I put both of my hands on top of each other like I'm holding a broom handle. I sit up straight so I'm bigger than it. I look over at Austin and I go, "Yo, dude, look at this." And Austin goes, "What?" I go, "The big chalupa, baby." And I go, all the way fucking down like it's a huge dick. And then Austin is fucking, he loses it. I mean, loud laugh. Then he covers it.
Dude,
And he's
I
just
was
going
biting my hoodie because
like
I
the whole
couldn't.
time. I was just sitting there like, giggling a little bit to myself. Then Austin looks up at me and he's like red faced, crying, like trying so hard not to laugh. The eyes are busted up. And then every time we looked at each other, like for even a second, we just start dying of laughter because that
I
shit was
think Miss Vale
ridiculous.
asked
I mean,
we wanted to leave
like
the room.
she asked us like 4 times. She's like, "Are you two okay to be here?" We're like, yeah, we're good." And then like a minute later, we'd fucking tried so hard to laugh. I remember there was a time where I had to stand up out of my chair. I was like pacing around in circles, trying so hard not to laugh. After like 5 minutes, Julian kept tapping me on the shoulder, going, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "Dude, just
You
don't
had to
talk
be
to me
there.
real fast." Then fucking when the class ended, me and Austin were the first ones to run out the door. We were just howling in the
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
hallway.
that
We
was
could not
hilarious.
stop laughing. Everyone was just looking at us like, the fuck? I remember we had, when we came back from Christmas break, we had an equal time just like that, where we had this is fucked up too. We had this picture of this kid with Alzheimer's
No. It was progeria. It
and
was progeria.
progeria, yeah. And Austin, I did this stupid thing since I like Pop Tarts so much, where I Austin edited it where it said the exact same words I'm about to say now. It said, "Did you steal my Pop Tart?" And and Austin had that on his iPhone 4. And I was sitting next to him. We just came back and we took like our test to redo the things that we all learned from the first part of school. And me and him were sitting next to each other. And Austin, he's looking at his phone, and I'm sitting there trying to sleep, and he like nudges me in his elbow, and I'm like, "What?" And I look down, and I see that person's face. And Austin fucking zooms in like fucking so much, and I start losing it right there.
I remember
And
I
then Austin,
also flipped
he's
my
there
glasses
laughing.
over upside down so my eyes look smaller. and I looked directly at you.
When we first discovered that, we just kept doing that for the rest of the school year. That shit was hard to last through too, because I think Miss Vale eventually thought we were like drug users or something because we laughed so much. Because I remember that part. Me and Austin were like faces into our hands, like just like laughing so loud we had to get moved almost. She ended up like moving Austin like to the desk right behind me, and we were still laughing. Every single time one of us heard each other laughing, there goes like 10 minutes of giggling.
Dude, that was the best
It's
stuff
fucking
ever.
ridiculous.
I remember we barely got to sit next to each
Oh
other
yeah,
in any class, like English or
for the whole
Coach
year,
Crick.
yeah. Especially in math.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He never let us sit
math
next
was
to each
the
other.
worst.
We had to
Cause
sit on opposite sides of the room.
no, yeah, I remember the one time we did get to sit next to each other. You had to sit next to Tyler, and all she did was fucking flirt with you. It was completely awkward as hell.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty
Cause
rough.
I was just sitting there like, yeah, I would just sit there, and she's sitting there like saying you have like cute eyes and stuff. I was like, I really want to move. This is fucking weird for me. I mean, she's sitting there completely like, doesn't even give a shit about the lesson. Sitting there flirting with Austin as loud as possible right in front of me. I'm sitting there like, yeah, some of us are trying to listen. And she's like, that's cool. Just keeps going on. I was like, all right, yeah, fuck me, right?
Yeah, it's just you were just jealous of her.
And then, no, not even close.
But the
Because the
bet.
part that pissed me off was whenever Coach Pick, he looks over at me and he goes, Corbin, stop talking to Austin. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? What do you mean stop talking to Austin? I haven't said shit to him. I can't. This bitch keeps flirting with him. And he goes, all right, move over there next to Mr. Faison.
No, I
And Mr.
remember.
Faison's like this 80-year-old fucking pedophile.
I remember one time, dude. Coach Pick, he says, "Corbin, come with me, and he takes you outside. And I just remember hearing him giving you a stern talk. He's like, "Listen, Corbin, you gotta stop talking in class, man. I don't know what else to tell you." And then you come back in and you're shaking your
Yeah,
head.
and the thing was, how that even happened was it was me, you, and Julian sitting next to each other, and Julian kept tapping me on the shoulder, going, "Hey, can you help me with this problem?" I was like, "No, I can't. I'm trying to trying to solve this on my own first." He kept going, "Dude, I can help you if you just help me with this first problem." I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is either, so I'm trying to figure it out. Then he goes, "Hey, Corbin, yeah, come outside with me real fast. I need to talk to you." We go outside. He just stands me in front of the hallway and he goes, "All right, dude. You know why I pulled you out here?" I'm like, "Because Julian's annoying." He goes, "No." It's like, "Cause you won't stop talking." I'm like, "What do you mean I won't stop talking? Have you not heard that fat fucker in there giving me a lecture about the first problem?" He's over there. He's over there. Nah, dude. He's like, "Look." He's like, if you don't stop talking in my class, I'm gonna move you to a different classroom." I was like, "Okay, please do. I hate your class anyways." And he goes, "Now that I know that, I'm gonna keep you in here for the rest of the year." I'm like, "Cool. I don't give a shit." I go back in there, sit down, completely pissed. And I tell Austin and Julian, I'm like, Julian, for one, fuck you, you fat fuck. You got me in trouble. Two, I'm about to fucking get up and leave from this shit.
I remember you didn't talk for the rest of that
That was
class.
literally no. I didn't talk because if he is like, "Oh, call your parents," and my dad's
Yeah.
fucking completely strict about me in school, so that's a fucking death wish. I would come back with fucking Vietnam scars if I got my parent. If he called my parents because knowing him, he'd come up with some elaborate story like, "Oh yeah, your son stood up in the middle of class, pulled his pants down, was waggling his dick all over the smartboard and stuff, pissing all over other students. Dude, your kid." I don't know what you've been teaching them. Put him on a leash. This kid's fucking insane. That's
Here's
how
what
it was with everybody.
here's what I remember though. Okay, so this is before I met you. Is freshman year. I missed like the first 4 days of his class, and like first day I get in there and we're already in a group assignment, and I didn't know where I was at. But anyway, he's giving a lecture up front, and I'm just looking at him, and then he goes, "Austin, are you mean mugging me?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Hey, Austin, all right, step outside for a minute." I was like, "What, dude?"
What did he tell you outside?
Dude, he's like, "Austin, you know that I've had you in my class since 7th grade. You know that mean mugging is annoying to me." And I was like, okay, I wasn't mean mugging you, dude. Anyway, yeah, that was the thing I remember from his class. But
Dude, he gave me so much shit too. Because the thing about his class was at the end of the year when we were taking his final test, I remember I was sitting next to Austin too. Me and him were sitting there doing it, and Austin finishes first, and Austin was helping me with it. And God forbid, Coach Prick comes up and he goes, "Oh yeah, Austin, I'm sorry, dude, you gotta move." And Austin looks at me like, "Are you fucking for real right now?" And he just goes, "All right, yeah, move one seat right next to Corbin. I know you guys won't talk." So he gives me a dirty look. Coach Prick does, and he walks away. I'm like, "All right, this dumb motherfucker doesn't know us kids. We're still gonna work together." So here's me and Austin whispering like fucking ninjas. Like no one even heard us or even
yeah,
mentioned
there
it.
was no
Then
noise, dude.
he goes, "All right, Corbin, come here." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Just because my mouth. So I stand up. I walk up to him, and he goes, "I could trash your test right now for cheating because you're talking to Austin." I'm like, "So you're gonna trash my test and flunk me because he's helping me?" It's like, pretty much. I'm like, "You know what? I'm not gonna take this." So he goes, "What are you gonna do?" So I walk back over to my test, and I said, "You know what? Fuck your class." And I exit off of it, and I said, "I'm not taking it." So I sit there, and I talk to Austin the rest of the day. Oh, I got him the next year. And the next year, first day of school, I'm sitting with a bunch of fucking freshmen, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Corbin, I know you hate me, and I hate you, but please try to do your work and don't talk this year." I'm like, "I don't talk to anybody. What the fuck's your problem? Get it through your fucking douchebag haircut. I don't talk." So then I remember at the end of that year, I had to repeat his fucking class. I did nothing because I knew everything, and he got pissed because I never did my homework. And I remember on the last test before school ended, I'd come up there and I finished it, and he goes, "All right, here's the thing. I gave you a D on the test." I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because on most of the problems you didn't show your work." I'm like, "Who the fuck shows their work? Who's gonna sit here and spend 45 minutes on one equation and waste their time and flunk a test?" And he goes, "Everyone else does it." I'm like, "Yeah, everyone else is half-assing and using Google Math problems, you dumb shit." And he goes, "All right, look, I don't want you in my class again next year. I'm just gonna pass you. Fair enough, don't talk to me again." I'm like, "Yeah, fair enough."
Well,
Never
his
talked to
class
him
was the
again.
worst,
I
but
remember I'd pass him in the hallway. Yeah, I remember I'd pass him in the hallway my junior year, and he'd go, "Hey, Corbin." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck you." Just walk right past him.
the best class we had though was
He
Mr.
always tried.
Hammers, dude.
Dude, Mr. Hammers was the shit. If his class was in 2017, it'd be lit.
I just want to go
Straight
visit him
up.
now.
I'm talking.
That's the only thing from Central that I liked.
Dude,
Him and Mr.
his
Shoemaker.
class was the best thing. Yeah, Mr. Hammers was the best thing that ever happened
Yeah.
for me as a teacher wise. He was the funniest teacher and the most respectful teacher ever.
The most helpful
He
too,
took
dude.
no shit from the people who slacked off. Yeah, like people like me and Austin who actually were there to listen but talked a lot but got our work done. He didn't care if we talked. He just said whisper, you know,
Right,
and
don't
sometimes I
disturb
might join your
others,
guys'
but
conversation. And he always called us son because we were his class
right.
favorites, which was the best part about it. Not that we wanted to be class favorites, it's just we somehow turned
Dude.
out to be class favorites, oddly enough.
Man, I loved his class. I wish I could have him for
And
every class.
oh yeah, now
8 hours of the same teacher. You
good
really think
good
you
story
Yeah.
time. My this is the best story that ever happened in this class. With our friend or our ex friend Julian. Uh, it was towards the beginning of freshman year. He always had to wait forever for his parents to pick him up because his dad kind of neglected him big time. So he wait out outside of school until 6 p.m. and get picked up. But I remember he told me and Austin one morning when we were outside of our group with our fucking our hipster clothes, thinking we were the shit in freshman year. So there, me and him were joking around and stuff, laughing at stupid memes we made because memes weren't even a thing yet. And Julian comes up to us with a big old smile on his face. And we're like, okay, this fat fucker is something up his sleeve. We're like, what is it? And he goes, oh, I met this really nice, cute girl yesterday in the library waiting for my dad to pick us up. And I was like, sure you did. And he goes, no, I'm for real, guys. He's like, I'll bring her over here. And then Julian leaves, and me and Austin, I was like, okay, this chick's gonna be fucking flat out ugly or something. So, let's be nice, and at least like, oh yeah, she's not that bad. So
Not that bad.
we agreed because me and Austin are nice guys. And then Julian comes back with this chick who is like fucking not even in his league, not even our league. I'm talking, she's like pretty well known among the whole entire school, like probably one of the popular chicks. The first thing I think to myself was, how the fuck did he even get to talk to her? Because there's no way she would have talked to me or
Yeah,
Austin,
there's
and
no
we look
way.
way better than this fat fuck. So she comes up to us, she's like, hi guys, and she fucking says some really prissy fucking white bitch name. And Julian's sitting there with a big smirk on his face, like, yeah, I'm gonna get some. And, I mean, Austin is sitting there like, yeah, this guy's full of himself. And then throughout that whole entire month, Julian kept telling us like, oh yeah, I keep talking to her every day after school and stuff, and we've been hanging out and stuff after school, and I think she really likes me. And at the time, yeah, I was just still my stomach thought. I was like, no, there's no way this chick likes you. She's using you for something. And then I remember Austin goes, have you been helping her with your homework? And Julian goes, yeah, I've been helping her with her homework. And I was like, all right. And he goes, why you guys ask? I'm like, don't you think that's kind of weird? He's like, no, man. He's like, she helps me with my homework. I'm like, what homework? You never turn anything in. He's like, fair point. So about the next month, Julian's sitting there like, all right, guys, things are getting hot. It's like the other day, she gave me a hug. It's like, what are you, a fucking first
Dude,
grader?
I'm in.
That's
I'm
not that
in.
fucking hot, dude. Yeah. And I remember eventually, I just got to the point where it was sarcastic, where I'd like pat on the back, like, yeah, you go get that. But when he'd leave, I'd fucking talk like, nah, dude, he's fucking retarded. Third month rolls around, and we're in Mr. Hammer's class, which is our class right after lunch. And before that, at lunch, before the end of lunch, Julian goes, all right, guys, we have lunch with her. I'm going to go ask her out. And I remember right there, I said, Julian, stop. And he goes, what? I'm like, dude, I like you and all. You're a decent guy, but look, it's going to be no, dude. She's going to fucking crush your ass. And Austin's over there going, yeah, dude, there's no way. Julian looks at us with a pissed look, and he goes, fuck you guys, you're jealous. I just look at Austin, I go, you know what? Go for it, bud. So me and Austin get our bags, we walk to class, we're sitting there up in our class, the first two seats right next to the door. And then and at the time we had a student teacher that was Mr. Hammer's helper, and
Yeah,
she was
Miss
Miss
Max
Payne.
Payne.
She was like the most fake makeup bitch ever. Yeah, Max Payne's fucking dead wife, weirdly. And she was like the biggest, like she was an okay teacher, but she was kind to me and Austin because we were the favorites. So here's me and Austin sitting there working on our project that Julian did not help us with at all, may I add, because he was too busy fucking around with this girl. And then we're sitting there 30 minutes into class. Julian's fat ass comes in there, dragging his backpack across the floor, like sliding his feet like he's a fucking zombie, flops down right next to us and sighs like the biggest fucking. And then I look over at Austin. We look over at Julian, and I tap Julian on the shoulder and go, how'd it go, buddy? And he goes, don't want to talk about it. I'm like, come on, what'd she say? I'm like, you got a girlfriend? And he goes, I don't want to talk about it, man. And I was like, dude, come on. I'm sort of slugging the arms. I'm like, come on, dude, you can tell us we're good friends. He goes, no, I'm not going to say anything. And then I was like, you guys can help us with the project? He goes, yeah, in a bit. Well, that didn't happen, obviously. Son of
Yeah.
a bitch fucking bitched out on us. So here's me and Austin working on our stupid fucking World War II project. And then Miss Payne, she goes, Julian, are you okay? And Julian's been crying the whole entire time we were working on our project. We didn't even notice because we don't like, give a shit. And Julian goes, no, I'm fine. And she goes, Julian, are you sure you're okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. And me and Austin were kind of snickering about this. And then I remember fucking, she goes, Julian, can you go out in the hallway with me real fast? And then Julian gives us dirty looks and he stands up and he walks out in the hallway. And she comes up to me and Austin and she bends down and she goes, have you guys been making fun of Julian's weight? And I look at him, I'm like, this bitch. I was like, are you fucking for real? Making fun of it? What do you mean? She goes, well, I noticed you guys haven't included him in your guys' project. I'm like, what? No, hold the fuck up. Put the brakes on this train, dude. What do you mean? This kid has been on his phone the whole time. He's been over there crying. She's like, yeah, I know. And it just looks like you guys bully him. We're like, what? She's like, I've heard your guys' conversation. You guys call him a fat fuck? We're like, yeah, and the funny. She's like, I'm like, he calls us fucking twigs. She's like, oh, okay. So is anything going on between you guys? We're like, no, nothing's going on.
Yeah, she's just
And
interrupting
I was
our
just
project.
like, no, he got his fast.
Like, let us work.
Yeah, and I was like, he got dumped by a girl out of his league. She goes,
Didn't even get
oh,
dumped.
okay.
Rejected.
And then, yeah, and then she stands up and walks out into the hallway with Julie and closes the door. But you know how teachers are. They like keep that little crack so everyone can listen and fucking make fun of the kid when he comes back in the room. So here's me and Austin, like literally like mean mugging the fucking door, like want to kill this bitch. And then about, I don't know, it was like a 2 minute fucking talk. It was ridiculous. She comes in with a big old like smile on her face. And then here comes Julian fucking frowning still. And he sits next to us and he goes, he's like, what do you guys tell her? We're like, nothing. And he goes, well, somehow she knows about her rejecting me. And me and Oz were like, she asked us if we were bullying you, if you want to know that, because your fat ass would help us with the project. And then he just goes, you know what, I still want to talk to you once a day. And so he slept the rest of the class.
Yeah.
And then the next day, he doesn't show up to school. And then the next day, wasn't there again. He doesn't come to school for 3 weeks. And he comes back. And we're like, hey, where you been, buddy? And he's like, dealing with stuff. And here I am thinking, dude, it's not like you were in a 5-year relationship with this bitch and she just dumped you. Calm the fuck down. Just one rejection. It happens. And he's sitting there taking it like it's the end of the world. And then I remember, this is the best part, by the way. She comes up to him and hands him a note and walks away. Julian looks at us and he goes, did she say anything to you guys? And me and Austin are like, no, why the fuck would she? She doesn't know us. So Julian opens the note and he's like, oh, this is an apology letter for her rejecting me. And I fucking lose it, dude. I'm talking, I get red faced and I'm glad he didn't see me. So I just duck my head up into the corner of the pillar. And I was like, I gotta take this text real fast. So I'm sitting on my phone, crying in the corner pretty much. And Austin, I don't know what the fuck Austin's doing. I think Austin's dying too, but trying so hard not to laugh. Then Julian, he just goes, I'm going home. And he straight walks out of the fucking school. I mean, Austin didn't see him again for a month. We were just like, okay. That was awesome. And not to mention, that exact day that he left, we had to fucking present our project. And me and Austin, Mr. fucking social anxieties, here we are in front of the fucking smart board. And we have our like awesome presentation with like fucking, I wanted to put a meme in there, but we couldn't because we would have got in trouble.
I think we had
So
the best
here we are
presentation for being
presenting,
the
like,
most social
we
retards
we,
in the
we,
whole
we did.
class.
We were a 2-man group pretty much, and we got a shit grade, not to mention.
There were people with four
me and Austin,
people groups
we were
too.
like, yeah, they had like 2 slides. We had like the whole thing. We had like what 8 slides and like 5 paragraphs per slide. I mean, and pictures and everything.
Yeah, we worked pretty
And
hard on it.
me and Austin had to like read off the bulletin points. Yeah, we had to read off the bulletin points and stuff, and so they're very quiet and stuff. Just like, this is the bomb, and this is a scientist invented the bomb. And Miss Payne be like, can you speak up? We're like,
Fucking
this
bitch.
is the bomb. And then And then me and Austin, like every single time we're off a bulletin point, we have to make eye contact to switch to the next person because you're that awkward up there. And then when we were done, she was like, "Okay, everyone give these two a hand." And I remember me going, "Please don't," and everyone starts clapping. I was like, "It's cringy." We sit down, and Miss Payne's like, "All right, can you guys come over here to the desk with me and Mr. Hammers?" I remember we go over there, Mr. Hammer's like, "You guys did fantastic." Miss Payne goes, "Not really." I was like, "What? The fuck do you mean not really?" She was like, "You guys weren't loud enough." She's like, "Do you guys want to representate or do you guys just want to take a C?" I was like, "This is A plus work. Have you seen the past groups? They're fucking nothing." She's like, "All right, I'm gonna give you guys a C minus." I was like, "Oh wow, you loaded it to a C minus now. What are we, fucking apeshit retarded now?" She's like, "Next time, guys, give a better presentation." I was just like, this fucking bitch, dude. I'm like, I'm gonna be glad when you're gone, Mr. Hammers. Then whenever she left, because she had to leave early that day, Mr. Hammers comes up to us and he goes, "I gave you boys an A, don't worry." And he sits back down. And I was like, thank the fucking Lord.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. That whole time working on that was crazy.
We had it done in like a week, and then it took them 2 weeks later for everyone to present. Because everyone kept going, "Oh, we're behind."
Yeah, everyone's like, we need more
It's like,
time. We were
how?
done like the first
Oh,
week.
yeah, and I remember the group of black kids was the one who took the longest to do it, and they didn't even do it. They had what? They had like the two prettiest girls in the class do it for them, while they fucked around and talked about big pimping or whatever.
Yeah, big pimpin'.
It was just, it was fuck, it was fucking stupid. It was the most retarded thing that happened ever in
You remember
school.
that
Like freshman
substitute
year was
that we had, Miss Culp's class?
which substitute? Oh, when we first became friends.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the shit.
Well, I think
It's all good though.
the main thing that we learned from this podcast is that Julian is a little bitch, but the only thing I can thank
He's a
him
fat
for,
cunt.
the only thing I can thank him for is that he introduced me to you, and you're one of the coolest guys that I know. So
Right.
that's awesome.
Right.
And
Same to you, man.
it's been great having you on. I haven't talked to you in a while, so this is really cool, and I'm glad that you agreed to do this.
Hey, I mean, it's been a blast, dude. Haven't had this fun in a while since
I
I've been
know,
here in
dude.
Miami.
It's great, and hopefully you come up here soon. Are you supposed to come visit your brother?
Yeah, I'm supposed to come visit him like sometime like 2-3 months.
All right, cool. All right, well, yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
That'll be nice to see you when you come back up here. Just let me know.
Yeah.